Okay, so this is Red Zero. Let me just kind of get things set here on my end. Not too loud in my ears. Just want to draw your attention to, if you're watching this on YouTube, there's going to be a link in the description for the itch.io Spooktober Jam entries. You can click that link and go and download these games yourself, play them, rate them. Really important that you rate. It helps the developers. And if you play, please rate. Play and rate. I can't stress it enough. So these games are all made for the Spooktober Jam, which it's kind of a contest where they were all made within a month, 30 days. So you pull your teams together, make a game, do your best, and these are the results. And so far, I'm playing entries that have been recommended to me. I kind of go into everything cold. But everything that's been recommended to me has been really solid, really great to play. Great stories, surprisingly, just good all around. So very impressive community. With all that said, let's get into Red Zero, shall we? What's the deal with this game? So again, this is kind of a cold read. I have not played this game. So we'll see. I'll do my best with no apologies, because that's what we do here is cold reads and no practice read through. So, all right. The body is a vessel. This is you. Who am I? Well, I know who I am. I'll write my name. I've got my notebook here. I am Mr. Shins. That's who I am. What color ink? Oh, black, red, blue, green. I've always been partial to blue myself. You've chosen the name Mr. Shins, okay? Yeah, I'm sure. Good. Kid. Is my notebook talking to me? Oh. Great, okay. Yet another nightmare. You turn off the alarm on your phone. Seems like after a long night of studying, you fell asleep at your desk. Look at me. Good morning, roomie. Your roommate, Haley, greets you in a disturbingly chipper way for this time of morning. Then again, it's rare to see her in low spirits. Good morning. I assume I'm just like the exact opposite of her if I just took my head off of my keyboard. Are you dressing up today? Dressing up? What? Why? Oh, you silly, for Halloween, of course. Oh, right. Today's Halloween. You should have known. School's been decorated from top to bottom with everything that screams Halloween. Black and orange banners have been strewn across every hallway, adorned with pumpkins and spooky paper ghosts for weeks. So, I guess you don't have a costume then. You shake your head while gathering your notes from last night and placing them in your bag. I've been so busy with assignments and studying for my upcoming biology exam. Halloween is really the least of my concerns. Well, if you did want to dress up today, I'm totally down to try and throw together something for you. She's so happy. She wants to make us a costume. Look at her face. Oh. Or I could even drive into town to buy you a costume. Wow, Haley. Don't bother. Oh, come on, it's no bother at all. Seriously, what would you want to be? I don't know. There's no point in dressing up. I want to dress up as, well, I mean, this is probably the first thing I would actually say. There's no point in dressing up as really, it's Halloween. Of course we're gonna dress, like, there's a point. I want to dress up as, let's see what my options are. You decide to indulge your roomie in the idea of dressing up for today. What is your costume idea? I want to dress up as, oh, can I just type that in? Well, what do we want to dress up as? I want to dress up as, I can do anything here? That's so cool. Okay. I want to dress up as a Mandalorian. I could spell. Sorry, my wife is yelling. What? You called me a nerd? My wife is calling me a nerd. Well, I don't care. I want to dress up as a Mandalorian. See if we can do this. I could go for a Mandalorian costume. Look at us with our champagne tastes. You know how expensive that probably is, Mr. Shins? My wife has just walked out into the room in a costume, and now she's leaving. Not a distraction at all. Sweet, oh, look at that at the Creepers costumes in town. From what you remember, a lot of the costumes at the shop were sexy versions of whatever character or job they were supposed to represent. But really, a Mandalorian, sexy Mandalorian is just, it's redundant. It's the same thing. Sexy Mandalorian is Mandalorian. Either that, or the costumes are made with materials so cheap, you definitely get a rash the next day. Ugh. You know what? Never mind. Are you sure you don't want me to find something for you to wear? I appreciate the thought, but again, don't bother. Okay, fine. But if you change your mind, text me ASAP, all right? You sigh and nod. I'm just a bummer. Yeah, I should have known it was Halloween. Look at this place. What is the scary, the scary drawing on the right up there? A centipede person or something? After picking up your medium black coffee, you head to your morning class. Down the hall, you see your friends chatting intensely about something. Leon. Hey, Mr. Shins. This is Leon. He might look like a musclehead, but he's a lot brighter than that. Okay. Apparently, he used to be a football player back in high school and was pretty good at it. He doesn't like to talk about it much. Now, he's part of the newspaper club that runs publications every week. Sophia. Good morning, Mr. Shins. This is Sophia. She's a little soft-spoken, but great to talk to once she gets used to you. She's part of the gardening club, which is a lot more impressive than it sounds, considering the university's massive greenhouse. I don't know, I kind of find people who garden impressive all on their own. Leon is sporting a bright red bodysuit of some sort, while Sophia is in her usual cottagecore attire. Yeah, Sophia is definitely my people. Leon, why are you dressed up? Isn't the Halloween party later tonight? Well, I ordered this weeks in advance, so I want to make the most of it. I would have dressed up as well, but my wings are too big, and it would have been a disruption in class. Her wings, I wonder what she is. Sophia sighs and turns to Leon. Leon, you're dressed as Red Rhino, yes? Charging in to save the day, Rhino Red! You, Sophia, and Leon have spent many hours together watching Leon's favorite show, Hero Swarm. Hero Swarm. So, just a side note here. The developer of this game is called Nova Swarm. So I wonder if there's some crossover going on. The show usually features teens or young adults dressed as bug-themed heroes and fighting monsters. Flying with style, Admiral Blue. Oh, I'm into it. Delicate yet deadly, Orchid Pink. The three of you strike a pose. A few other students chuckle and move about their day. Yeah, these are the people you want to be friends with, right? Got it! What? Did you just take a pic of us? You rub your eyes. Fastest photographer in the galaxy, Leon. Strikes again. Can you send that to us later? I want to see how silly we look. Roger that, Orchid Pink. Man, that helmet gets kind of stuffy. I don't know how the suit actors do it all day. I'm sure they get used to it. Speaking of which, are you two going to the party tonight? For sure. It was all the newspaper club could talk about for weeks, and it's the headlining article for the school newspaper this week. Leon brings out 2 copies of the school newspaper from his bag to give to you and Sophia. Oh, look at this. Courtyard Hallow Party featuring DJ Skillet. What does this say? USC. Oh, I'm at USC. I didn't even notice that. That's never mind. But I applied to work there recently. USC's annual campus party will be held this Tuesday. The event is expected to be the biggest event of the season, with guest appearance from USC alumni DJ Skillet. The student council president outlined the party would have food and game booths. Attending students are encouraged to wear Halloween costumes. Entries for the spookiest costume contest can be submitted by visiting the booth next to the Comet Cafe on the east side of the courtyard. We have upcoming events, a USC bi-monthly donation drive, Courtyard Hallow Party featuring DJ Skillet, Candy Corn, the pineapple on pizza of candy bowls. That's a picking which hill you're gonna die on. Newspaper club. Most popular Halloween costumes: vampire, witch, werewolf, zombie, Frankenstein. Where's that? Frankenstein. Mummy, Pokemon trainer, ghost, clown, mecha pilot. Awesome. Checkmate Geminis. The USC Chess Club checkmates Green Bay Geminis, okay? What is VTubing? The technology behind virtual entertainers. Well, I happen to know what VTubing is already, but I might give that article a look. You have obtained a newspaper. You put it in your backpack. We read all of this on Scorpio already, okay? So I put it in my backpack. Is it there now if I check? Oh, yeah, there it is. Cool. Close. Why does our school even bother with newspapers anymore? Websites exist. Why do you bother carrying around those heavy books? Okay, he's got a point there. He really does. What about you, Mr. Shins? Are you going to the party? Well, no. I really need to study for that exam on Tuesday. Oh, today's Tuesday. Hope we didn't miss it. And I think I have another test from microbiome next week and possibly a lab report to finish. You nearly said the exact same thing last week. You can allow yourself to have 1 day of no study. In fact, he makes a gesture of pushing up non-existent glasses. Studies show that you require at least 1 day of rest to be a fully functional human, or else you suffer what the grown-ups call burnout. These are good friends. Jokes aside, it's just one night. We can all hang out together, dance a little, have snacks. I promise you don't even have to drink. It'll be fun. No, I really shouldn't. We have that biology exam coming up, and Mr. Shins, how much sleep did you get? What? I know you have a bad habit of staying up and studying till you drop. How much sleep did you get? I wouldn't lie to my friends. This seems likely. Sounds like I might have some problems regulating. So it may be that I have no idea time. I don't know. I didn't look at the time. Sophia and Leon look at you with worry. I'll be okay. You know, this is just how I usually am during exams. But hey, class is about to start. Maybe let's go in? You gesture towards the door, making a running motion. You're off the hook for now, but I'm watching you. Thanks, Leon. Leon makes the V sign with his hands and points them to his eyes and then to you as he saunters into the classroom. We're just worried about you, you know? Coffee can't keep you company all the time. Sophia smiles and heads into class. Ecology, the study of the relationships between living organisms and their surroundings. One of the many required studies for biology majors. Professor Fields is pleasant, super helpful, and generally gets along with all his students in class. But his exams and grading scale overall are incredibly, incredibly tough. He barely managed to pass the last major exam. He says it builds character. But hard work does indeed go a long way. Professor Fields used to work as a professional researcher, so he usually delves into his personal experiences when teaching. You sometimes stay after class with Sophia and some others to hear more. He's super inspiring. Good morning, class. I've got quite a bit to review today, and I know most of you are looking forward to the party tonight. So let's get started, and maybe we can end early today. I imagine Professor Fields is he's got that Lando Calrissian vibe. Everyone shuffles about, getting out their various notebooks or setting up laptops to take notes, or rather, some will pretend to pay attention. Excuse me while I take a sip of my drink here. The room goes silent as Professor Fields turns around to write on the whiteboard. What the? You all look around the classroom trying to figure out where that sound is coming from. Ha ha, very funny. You turn around to see the guy sitting in the far back row wearing a creepy ventriloquist doll mask. Let's save the games for after class, okay, Mr. Young? The professor walks to the student and confiscates the mask. Professor Fields tosses the mask into his desk, once again triggering the sound. Professor, I think your desk is haunted. The entire class rumbles with a chuckle. Well, I'll make sure to call an exorcist after class. Anyway, let's review, shall we? The professor quickly scans the classroom. Can anyone tell us the main 3 trophic levels? How about you, Mr. Shins? Wow, I actually know the answer to this. It's producers, herbivores, and carnivores. Producers, directors, and actors is funny. I don't know is easy to say. This is basic biology, though, so I think I should be able to get this right. You nod and state matter of factually. Producers, herbivores, and carnivores. That is correct, Mr. Shins. Well done, sir. Excellent. It's important to remember the fundamentals. Indeed, producers, herbivores, and carnivores make up each trophic level of an ecosystem. However, existing separately are our decomposers or transformers. This level contains our bacteria and fungi that break down dead organisms and waste materials into nutrients usable by producers, thus completing the basic food web in an ecosystem. The professor is really getting into the meat of the lecture now. Look around the room, see what everybody's doing. That might be interesting. Pay close attention. I think that's what we should be doing, given that we have a test coming up, maybe today, which is Tuesday. Or look out the window. What could be going on outside? No, we're here, we've had the coffee, let's pay attention. It's probably not what I probably would be looking out the window, but I want to pay attention. You pay close attention to the lecture and make sure to underline any keywords. This is probably going to be a part of your exam. As we all know, symbiosis is the ecological interaction between 2 organisms that live together. Mutualistic symbiosis allows for both organisms to benefit from one another and live harmoniously. This is most common between fungi and plants. You've all noticed mushrooms growing in the forest, right? Somewhere between 80 and 90% of all plant species have fungi partners. These fungi use their extensive network of hyphae to channel water and minerals to the plant. In return, the plant supplies the products of photosynthesis to fuel the metabolism of the fungus. Due to this efficiency, one well-accepted theory suggests that fungi were instrumental in the evolution of the root system in plants. So that seems like this is probably important. We've got the fungi root systems thing on the board here. We should probably pay attention to what's being said. In order to grow fruitfully, these fungi are even able to communicate with one another. They're able to chat about nutrient needs or even potential intimate partners. Some students chuckle, because how could we not, right? Well, you wouldn't want to get intimate with someone random, would you? Fungi don't want to either. They communicate if they want to pursue reproductive or non-reproductive partnerships. They can even communicate how much water and food they share with their plant partners. Quite fascinating when you consider their seemingly primal existence. But it looks like we're at the end of our time here. We'll talk about fungi and animal relationships next week. It's really interesting and true. And it's true, like we talk about, sorry guys, I'm in the sciences. It's my, my job. So I spend a lot of time reading and talking about biology and medicine. But one really, really interesting thing is that tree roots, root systems, we have found, they communicate like big, big stands of trees in the forest. Their root systems are connected and they communicate with each other. And they share resources. And fungi are a big part of that. So I really like the scientific grounding that we're getting here. My wife is laughing at me again. Don't forget about the exam next Tuesday. Oh, next Tuesday, thank God, because today's Tuesday. It's a doozy. Achievement unlocked. This will be on the exam. Okay, hey, good for us. I didn't do this. Okay. My wife is accusing me of not filling up the ice cube tray again.
You narrate what I'm doing. Narrate again.
All right. You have to make extra care to review your notes later. You sigh and finally close your notebook. What a class. Most students file out unceremoniously. You pack up your stuff but hang back with Leon and Sophia in class. Professor, are you going to the Halloween party tonight? Those events aren't particularly for faculty, but I will be working late tonight, should any of you feel the need or desire to bring me treats. You know, Professor Woodward usually goes to the events. She even brings her homemade cider. Is that even legal? I have the feeling I wasn't supposed to be privy to that sort of information, but no, my work cannot wait. You'll have fun in my honor. Well, don't work too late. See you next week. I should be heading off too. See you later, Professor. Sophia seems to wait for an extra beat before leaving the room. Is she waiting for me, or am I in the way here? Did she want to talk to the professor alone? You need as much study time as possible. You turn to leave the room before the professor calmly stops you. Wait just a moment, Mr. Shins. I wanted to ask you something. Sure, what is it, Professor Fields? I have a job opportunity for you, sort of like an internship. Your attentiveness to learn is admirable, and your grades are nothing to scoff at. It'll be a long-term research project that I'm leading, and I could really use your help with it. Your jaw drops at this proposal. Is this a dream? Has all your studying finally paid off? What if you don't pass the next exam? Will that affect this opportunity? Is it paid? Your head is spinning. You can't even form a proper sentence. Don't worry about answering right away. Think on it, but do let me know as soon as possible. Right. Sure thing, Professor. You scurry away from class into the hallway. You feel like you have a stupid smile on your face. Arrgh. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, you're okay. Professor said you can answer at a later time. Right now you just have to focus on one thing at a time. First things first, study. Mr. Shins, before you go, I was just wondering if you come have tea with me in the greenhouse. You feel your stomach growl. If you go to have tea with Sophia, chances are she'll have snacks, though you should really be studying. Maybe getting something from the school store would be quicker? Oh no, our friend just asked us to go have tea. We're gonna go with them. We can go to the library and study, go to the store. No, we're gonna get tea. Sure, I could go for some tea. You let Sophia lead the way to the greenhouse. Pardon me while I take another sip of my drink here. Yeah, so I'm a little leery of this research opportunity. as somebody who has worked in research, has had a long and storied career in research, I feel like it's the opening. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like an internship, but is it an internship? Is it paid? Big questions, and I hope our Mr. Shins here doesn't get taken advantage of as a we need somebody to dig holes or make coffee, or is your name going to be on the paper? I think that's an important question to ask, and we didn't ask that question. So, name on the paper, very important. The greenhouse is the university's pride and joy. It stands 2 stories tall and houses a wide variety of plant species from most biomes. Wow. Perfect for all the ambitious biology students that attend. It's humid, but not entirely uncomfortable. The innermost section houses a modest patio set fully decked out with light tablecloths and doilies. The garden club certainly doesn't skimp on aesthetics. Sophia pours you a cup of tea. Are you sure it's fine I'm here? Oh, if I'm here? Oh, don't worry. We love having company around the gardening club. I won't be doing any club activities today anyway. Oh, why not? I'm having tea here with you. Oh, right. Also, I wouldn't want to get my dress dirty. Muffin? Did you just call me Muffin? Oh. Sophia pushes the small woven basket of muffins towards you. What kind are they? Lemon poppy seed. The gardening club has a lot of extra lemons from our tree over. Oh, the gardening club has a lot of extra lemons from our tree over there. You know what they say. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade? I mean, she didn't make lemons. When life gives you lemons, make poppy seed lemon muffins, I think is a good saying. Don't make lemonade. Yeah. I'm glad Sophia and I are on the same page. Make life take the lemons back. I want to say this one. Can I save? I'm going to save. See what happens here. Empty slot. Yes. Make life take the lemons back. Yeah. We really are on the same page. Oh, I'm in love with Sophia. Okay, here we go. Get mad. Yeah. I don't want your damn lemons. What the hell am I supposed to do with these? Yeah, take the lemons. Demand to see life's manager. Make life rue the day it thought it could give Mr. Shins lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the one who's gonna burn your house down with the lemons. Oh, I like this person. I'm gonna get my engineers to invent a combustible lemon that burns your house down. Burn their house down. You and Sophia share a laugh over your nerdy video game references, which at this point may be too old for some people to understand. Yeah, I must admit, I didn't know that it was a video game reference that was happening. But I'd like to know more about that, because I'm old. I don't know if anybody knows, but I'm quite old, so I should know. Ancient.
You're a vampire.
But please, don't actually burn our greenhouse down with lemons. Of course. Sophia giggles and you bite into the muffin. It's crisp on the outside, but moist on the inside. The tangy bites almost melt your mouth. That sounds amazing. I'd like one of those right now. May I ask you something, Mr. Shins? Sure. Do you dislike Halloween? Oh, no, I think I actually like Halloween. I don't know is too non-committal. No, Mr. Shins, you're too old to say you don't know. You should have thought of this by now. No, I actually like it. No, I actually like Halloween. It's fun seeing everyone dress up and everyone get excited about horror movies for once. Oh, I see. I'm sorry, I couldn't tell. You don't have to apologize. I guess I don't really have much of the Halloween spirit this year. Because of exams, right? You exhale and nod your head. I feel like I don't shut up about exams, but it's all that's been on my mind lately. Sophia sips her tea and gestures to you, suggesting you do the same. You take a deep breath, then take a sip of tea. It's chamomile, Sophia's specialty. She grows her own daisies and dries them out. This is probably her not-so-subtle way of trying to take care of you. She knows you would otherwise be gobbling up a bag of chips. Perhaps you need to find a way to de-stress. You know, get your mind off things. Have there been any games you've been enjoying recently? There are a couple of games you have, but you haven't been playing any of them recently. The MMO, what would that be? It would be like Elder Scrolls Online or something? Mecha game? Am I playing Armored Core? I'll say I've been playing an MMO. I've been playing that MMORPG with the free trial up to level 60. The critically acclaimed MMORPG? Yeah, you know the one. The critically acclaimed MMORPG that you haven't actually logged into for 3 weeks? Busted. Also, the free trial actually goes to level 70. Sophia takes a sip of her tea and chuckles. Oh, I've been caught. You know, I miss playing with you. I've been stuck with a bunch of amateurs who don't understand that. I can't heal stupid. No, it's true, you can't heal stupid. Sophia takes a deep breath and takes a sip of her tea, and I'm going to do the same thing. Maybe, when you're not so bogged down with exams, we can run some dungeons and de-stress together. That sounds ideal, Sophia. Yeah, maybe. You take a sip of your tea. It's not the first time you've deflected friendly invitations in the last 3 weeks. I could maybe spare an hour one of these days after exams and getting caught up on my sleep. I don't know how you do it. Do what? How you stay up so late or early and still manage to function and listen in class. You know me, midnight is my limit. Any later, I'm out like a light. The answer is easy. Lack of self-care and never-ending dread. You get used to it, but trust me, your way is probably better overall. Well, when you want to get your sleep schedule back on track, I can help you out. Sophia pulls out a small satchel from her purse. It's a special blend that we made up here in the gardening club. Sleepy Blender. Oh, it's got a heart on the end. I thought it said Sleepy Blender. Sleepy Blend. Nice. We have a couple members that also have a rough sleep schedule, so this tea is specially made with a little melatonin, so it'll help you sleep at night. Fun fact, melatonin not regulated by the FDA for sleep medication, so perfectly legal what she's doing. I think I trust this. She hands you the satchel. You have obtained a bag of sleep tea. You put it in your backpack. Oh, let's look. I like having things in my backpack. Thanks, Sophia. I'll give it a shot sometime. The two of you continue to converse and enjoy the tea and muffins until the sun starts to set. You decide it's time to head back to the dorm and back to the study grind. Don't study too hard now, Mr. Shins. Oh yeah, there's my USC poster. I didn't even notice it. You enter the dorm room to loud pop songs coming from Haley's stickered laptop and profound singing coming from the bathroom. You let out a sigh. At least it sounds like Haley's nearly done getting ready for the party. Without nearly as much bravado, you set your book bag down and start unpacking your study station at your desk. Haley comes out of the bathroom wearing a skin-tight outfit and a headband with mouse ears and whiskers drawn on her face in eyeliner. Adorable. She sits down in her chair and rolls over next to you, taking out her phone. Say cheese. You give a simple smile at the camera. Oh my gosh, cute. So, you're a mouse? I'm a sexy mouse, duh. You roll your eyes so hard they could have rolled right out of your face. Oh, come on, don't give me that. It's great that you're having fun. I just don't get why most girl Halloween costumes have to be sexy this, sexy that. Why am I complaining? What's wrong with me? What's next? Sexy corn? Ooh, maybe that'll be my costume next Halloween. You bury your head in your hands. Just imagine me with a big corn costume, green fishnets and high heels. The thought alone manages to get a chuckle out of you. See, sexy costumes aren't all that bad. They can be funny sometimes. Sometimes. But I still think they set a bad standard for younger girls. I'll give you that. But, sexy costume or not, Halloween is the one time of the year that we get the opportunity to dress up in whatever. Excuse me. It's the one time of the year that we get the opportunity to dress up in whatever we want and have fun. Clearly, you've never been to an anime convention before. Well, maybe one day you could take me to one. Maybe. And that'll be the day that I get to see you dress up for once, right? That'll be the weekend that you see me dress up. Maybe. Haley nudges you playfully and stands up. Anyways, you sure you don't want to come with me to the Halloween party? Standing around outside at night with music so loud you can't even hear yourself think isn't what you'd call a good time. I'd better not. You know, I still have that ecology exam coming up and all. Besides, didn't you have a boyfriend or something? What happened to him? Why isn't he going to the party with you? You don't keep close track of others' love lives, and you honestly cannot remember the guy's name for the life of you. All you can remember is that Haley was all lovey-dovey with a kind of basic-looking dude for a while. Haley heavily sighs and grabs her purse from the bed. She leans over you slightly to check her makeup in the mirror on the wall behind you. Billy? He's been ghosting me for the past week and a half. Oh, that sucks. Yep, so you're kind of all I have right now. My other friends are all taking their boyfriends to the party because duh. Oh, so Haley wanted you to be her party side piece. Yeah, no thanks. What's wrong with us? Why not? Why not support our friend this way? Last chance, you sure you don't want to be a sexy cat? The sexy cat that catches the mouse? I feel like I'm being flirted with a little bit here. You let out a sigh so loud it could wake the dead. Haley ruffles your hair much to your dismay. I'm just pulling your leg. Don't stress out too much over your exams, okay? You got this. Haley gently rubs your shoulder, her way of comforting you. You simply smile in response. Haley makes her way towards the door and twirls around to beam at you. Have fun studying tonight, but please put on a horror movie or I don't know, eat some candy. But I don't have any candy and a horror movie would break my concentration. God, Mr. Shins, would it kill you to live a little? With a groan, Haley shuts the door with a sharp thud. I kind of feel bad. You know she means well, but there's no need to get all huffy about it. You shrug and pull out the rest of your notes. Can I understand Haley being upset that I wouldn't join her? I think I can. I think that, you know, it's nice to have people that want you around. And I think it's fair for her to be upset if she, because it seems like our Mr. Shins here has got his priorities maybe just a little bit out of order. Some might say no, but we compromised our relationship with Haley here a little bit. I feel bad about that. She'll probably get drunk at the party, be hungover in the morning, and forget all about it tomorrow. Oh, we can hope. You open your textbook to the chapter on symbiosis and compare it with your class notes. Your hours pass by and you rub your eyes. The chapter is becoming familiar enough that you're practically able to recite the book entries by heart. But it's still not enough. What if it's just a fluke? What if you're only doing well due to the resources in front of you? Maybe it would be a good idea to do outside research, just to further your own understanding. You dig through your book bag for anything you haven't already read through. No good. Besides your ecology book, There's nothing else that has any relevant knowledge for the upcoming exam. You sigh and tap your phone. 10 p.m. Time for another late night library run. Good thing it's open all day and all night. One of the great things about college. You zip up your sweater and grab your book bag, emptied out in case you need more than one book. The air is crisp and smells like wet leaves. You've done this trek out to the library late at night many times. It's a nice opportunity to stretch your legs and get a whiff of fresh air after being hunched over your desk like a shrimp for who knows how long. You've always joked to yourself that if this was a horror movie, this is where you totally start hearing things or see a ghost down the sidewalk. Luckily, this isn't a horror movie, and ghosts don't exist. Or at least, that's what you like to tell yourself. But even you notice exactly how quiet it is tonight. You can't even hear the crickets chirping. Weird. You power walk the rest of the way to the library. With the dim glow of the library lights, the only person you see is the librarian with their back turned. They must be putting books away or something. The lights go out. Is someone pulling a prank in the library? It takes a moment for your eyes to adjust to the sudden darkness, and you pull out your phone to use as a flashlight. You shine the light towards the librarian. Maybe they'd be able to scold whichever student turned out the lights. Hey, you need a light? That's odd. She was right there. Maybe she already left to figure out the light situation. You shrug to yourself and make your way over to the bookshelves. You run your fingers over the spines as you scan the aisles for the book you need. Campbell, Carden, Carling. There it is. Ecology and the Evolution of Plant Microbiomes by Vivian Carrion. Oh, what the hell was that? Really? Are there people making out or something here? That's gross. Some people are trying to study and actually get a degree here. You follow the sound at the end of the row. Hey, you shouldn't be. Run. You run. You run like hell through the aisles. You turn the corner into one of the library's study rooms and hide behind the door. What is going on? Was that really the librarian? Is this all some elaborate Halloween prank? What was that sound? Now, in any other horror movie, this would be the point where the dumb protagonist goes towards the sound. You are not that kind of protagonist. You decide to wait just a little longer. You cover your mouth to be as silent as you possibly can. What the fuck was that? You close and gently turn the lock on the study room door. The librarian and that student looked gaunt and walking with all the sloppiness of a freshman after their first frat party. Almost as if they were zombies? You hold your head in shame. Of all the horror scenarios to be put in, it just had to be a zombie apocalypse. On the bright side, if the zombie apocalypse is actually a thing, at least you aren't in the middle of a giant crowd. Oh no. Leon, Sophia, Haley, all of them are at a party with the entire campus invited. You take out your phone. Maybe you can either call your friends or check the news or social media to see if hashtag zombie apocalypse is trending or not. Let's call Haley first. She's our roommate. You first text Haley asking if she's okay. But the fact that she isn't... Oh, sorry, I just lost my headphones. The sound mix here has gotten rather loud, so I'm going to just check that we're not too loud in the mix. No, we're okay. You first text Haley asking if she's okay, but the fact that she isn't immediately replying gives you the sense that something isn't right. Maybe she's just busy having fun at the party, but normally she would text you back faster than you could swap apps. This is an urgent matter. This is an urgent enough matter. You call her. Hey, bestie. Haley, are you... I can't answer the phone right now, but if you just leave a little message, I'll get back to you, okay? Thanks, bye. You roll your eyes and hang up the phone. Yeah, I used to think that kind of thing was funny. I hate it now. I don't like it when people. I don't like messages that pretend to be them picking up the phone. Worst thing you could have in a zombie apocalypse. All right. Let's try calling somebody else. We'll call Sophia. You call Sophia, and she picks up almost immediately. Hello, Mr. Shins? Sophia, are you okay? What's going on out there? I don't know. I was at the party, and next thing I knew was that people were running and screaming. I really don't know what's going on. She sounds worried and a little confused. Where are you? I'm at Comet Cafe. I managed to lock myself in here through all the chaos. Okay, stay there. I'll try and figure out what's going on. Okay, Mr. Shins, but please, be safe out there. She hung up. Okay, she's at Comet Cafe. Thankfully, it sounded like Sophia wasn't in any immediate danger. Let's try calling Leon. You call Leon, and he picks up after a couple rings. Hello? Leon, are you okay? What's going on? I'm fine. Can't talk for long. I think it's still out there. Leon's talking in such a hushed tone. You wonder if those zombie things are around him as well. Where are you? Is Sophia with you? I don't know what's happening, but I'm near the courtyard and the boy... Leon, hello? Well, that call ended abruptly. You try calling him again, but no answer. Leon said he was near the courtyard and the boy... Wow, what an unfortunate timing for his phone to presumably die. You really hoped he was going to say he was in the boy's bathroom. Social media is a good check. You open one of the social media apps on your phone and scroll through your feed. You don't follow anyone that goes to your school besides Leon, Sophia, and Haley, so it's a little difficult to gauge what's going on in campus. The good news is that hashtag zombie apocalypse is not trending anywhere, so perhaps the world isn't going down in flames. News it is. You check the news to see if they have anything to say about your current situation, but nothing comes up. Only best costume awards, jack-o'-lantern carvings, and other Halloween festivities. From what Leon said, it sounds like something big happened at the Halloween party. Maybe that's where the zombies are coming from. It's possible that your friends could be in danger. Should you call the police? No, the police would never believe you. Calling about zombies on Halloween of all days? You take a deep breath. In any emergency event, going through it with a calm head and a clear plan is your best chance for survival. This study room seems safe enough to take your time and decide what to do next. You take out your phone and open a map of the school. Okay, what do we have here? There's a parking lot, dorm room, where I am now, the library, the school store, lecture hall, the greenhouse, professor's office, ecology hall, courtyard. So that's somewhere around there is where Leon is. Bathrooms, yeah, that's where Leon is. And the Comet Cafe. So we want to get to Sophia first because she's closest. Do I need anything? Let's try and go to the cafe. Like, what do you need to fight off zombies? I don't think there's going to be anything at the school store. Let's go to the cafe. Or can I? Oh, this is not a fast travel system. Okay, you have where you want to go. No, wait. Can I go back? The parking lot. No, I want to go to the cafe. Can I not go to the cafe? Or do I have to go like point to point? Oh, okay, I can't just skip to the cafe. Okay, you have where you want to go, but now, how do you get out of here? Well, we don't want to go out the front door because that's where the zombies are, right? The window's right there. That seems like it's a good bet. It's right next to us. The study room windows are here on the first floor are able to open. The study room windows here on the first floor are able to open, so they aren't super stuffy in the summer. Okay. You slide open the window and climb out, making your way towards the school. You sneak through the halls towards the lecture hall, cautious of any zombies. A sickening, dry, metallic scent wafts down the halls. The janitor. You hesitate to immediately rush to his side. What if he's one of them? You use the broom beside the body to prod at him. His body flops over with no signs of life. Or in this situation, there's no signs of undead life. By the blood and residue on the broom's bristles, you can gather that he really tried to put up a fight before getting overrun. You set the broom down. Oh, hey, this is interactive. Okay. I don't know why I would check in the garbage cans or whatever. I don't see what could be relevant on here. So we'll just go in here, right? A humble desk sits at the front of the room. You search the desk. It's mostly empty except for a few quizzes stuffed in a manila folder and an unwrapped granola bar. You figure as much. This room is used by multiple teachers from the other departments. Yeah, this is what I wanted to click on. There is a body near the teacher's desk. Well, half of one anyway. It looks like one of the older professors. You think you've seen him around, but you've never had any classes with him. Poor guy was probably close to retirement too. There's a lanyard still across his neck with his title and emergency numbers on the back. Emergency codes. We have code red, code black, code silver, code blue, code swarm. Code swarm. Take the lanyard. Yeah. Put the lanyard in your pack. You put the lanyard in your pack. Excuse me. What's this up here? You find a notebook left on the desk. The notes are very neat, and it looks like the book is used for multiple classes as indicated by the tabs. You crack open a random page. Any number with an exponent of 0 is equal to 1. Oh, ew, exponent laws. You shut the notebook and put it back. Okay, well, I think that's... I don't know why we would look in the garbage can. We can, though, but I really want to get to the cafe. There's a trail of blood leading to the door with a faint orange light coming from it. Yeah, what have we got to lose? Psst, this isn't a horror movie. There's no way your adventure would be this cliched. You follow the trail in the doorway and into the darkness. You go into the room and see one lone jack-o'-lantern. How cute. It has a cat face on it. Whoops. I made a bad choice. Ending, 0 clue. Why would you go into the dark room? I don't know what I was thinking.
Why would you do that?
I don't know why I would do that.
Why would you ever do that?
I don't know why I would ever do that. Okay, let's back up. Back. No. Don't go in. Trail of blood that leads to a weird doorway? Yeah, no thanks. That was the correct answer. Okay, how do we get, go back. Can I leave this place? Map, yes, okay. Now that we're here, can we go to the cafe? Oh, the best and only coffee chain on campus. Sophia might be there. You have to go through the courtyard to get there. Okay, so courtyard. Crouching by the courtyard doors, you assess the situation. Wavering figures roam the courtyard. You need to have a plan if you want to make it past them alive. Cry. I can create a distraction, fight the zombies, I don't know, or cry. Well, let's create a distraction. How do you create the distraction? I don't know. Mock the zombies, sneak around the outer edge of the courtyard, run past them. Okay, let's save. Let's try sneaking around the outer edge. So the plan is, step 1, distraction. Step 2, sneak. Step 3, find Sophia. Step 4, find Leon. Yeah, I think I need something, like, I don't know what attracts the zombies besides myself. So maybe we need to go look around campus first. The store. The school store has a security gate to block off the store and protect it from thieves when it's closed. Well, shoot. You wonder if you'll be able to find a key to open the gate somewhere. The power is out, so there will be no security alarm to worry about. Well, in the lecture hall, wasn't there a janitor? Did we look at the janitor? There's a couple of bite marks around his neck and arms. Search the body, yes. You search the janitor's body and find a key ring on his belt loop. That's what we want. You won't be needing these anymore, I guess. You have obtained the janitor's keys. You put them in your backpack. Okay, now let's go to the store. The school store has a security gate to block off the store and protect it. We already read that, sorry. You cycle through each key on the janitor's key ring. With the third key, you successfully open up the gate. Yes, let's lock it behind us. You lock the gate behind you. Better safe than sorry. Besides, there shouldn't be any zombies in here. The store would have been closed hours ago when it was still safe as far as you know. You make your way in and start gathering supplies. First, to find the essentials. First aid kit, duct tape. Great. The zombie tugs at the security gate. You inch away slowly. You pick up a nearby flashlight and shine it directly in its eyes. Zombie lets go of the gate to shield itself from the light and runs away. So the zombies don't like light, huh? This little flashlight might not work against a pack of zombies, but maybe you can use it to protect yourself against one. You put the flashlight in your pocket for quick access and continue getting supplies. Okay. So snacks are always good. You could really go for some chips right about now, but the crunch might alert some nearby zombies. Best to save the snacking for when you get out of here. I went straight for the snacks.
Went straight for the snacks.
What do we have? We have electronics and utilities. Let's look at electronics first. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't dare walk down this section. Overpriced flash drives, headphones, and speakers hang on the shelves. You pick up a speaker that's compatible with your phone and look at the back specifications. It's loud, battery powered, and works remotely. Take the speaker? Yes, maybe that could be our distraction. What about utilities? Since this store is basically the only place to shop on campus, they try to stock all the essentials for living. You grab a shopping bag from the checkout area and start to fill it with the essentials. First aid kit in case of zombie-related injuries, a roll of duct tape to repair whatever. Excuse me. A box cutter since they don't sell knives. Then a couple rolls of toilet paper just in case duty calls. You put the essentials in your backpack, but keep the box cutter in your pocket for easy access. The featured book on display is It's Fine Unless It's Not. Mental Health Top Tips and Strats. You take a look at the back of the book. It's mostly touching on common sources for undergrad stress like academic, social, financial, and familial matters. Under normal circumstances, you probably should be taking this with you. though they probably don't have anything helpful for surviving a zombie apocalypse. Place the book back on its display. There's something at the counter here. Just kind of checking all the things. You've always seen these lighters by the checkout counter. Never had a reason to buy one before. Take a lighter? Why not? You take a lighter and put it in your backpack. Okay. I think we have ransacked the store. Let's go back to the map. Now we'll go to the courtyard. Okay, so first plan, part of the plan is create a distraction. Use the speaker. And as they are running towards the speaker, I will sneak around the outer edge of the courtyard, find Sophia in the cafe, and find Leon in the bathroom. So the plan is distraction, sneak, find Sophia, find Leon. Yep, that's the plan. Let's save again. We'll just overwrite this one. Confirm. Okay. Yep, that's a plan. You have your plan. Now it's go time. You connect the speaker to your phone and roll it away from the cafe. Time to play the loudest song you know. The Hero Swarm opening theme. The zombies rush towards the sound. Now's your chance. The Halloween stands and bushes provide good cover as you sneak around the outer edge of the courtyard. You pull open the cafe door, a little surprised they weren't locked. Though the doors are heavy enough and you'd seriously doubt zombies would be smart enough to know how to pull them open. The knife. Excuse me. This game makes me laugh. Which then makes me cough. Mr. Shins, you've made it. Sophia, whoa, hey, watch where you're pointing that thing. Huh? Oh, right. Abrupt change in music. I like that we have the pumpkin latte there. Sophia lowers the knife and you bring her in for a hug. I'm so glad you're safe. I'm glad you're safe too. I see you've already armed yourself. Yeah, I found this in the kitchen. Once I heard screaming, I figured better safe than sorry. Clever girl. Did you find anything else useful? Not unless you consider pumpkin syrup and a copious amount of coffee cups useful. You sigh and shake your head. Are we the only ones left? I don't think so, but I'm not certain. Leon said that he was in the bathroom on the other side of the courtyard. You and Sophia gaze through the window. The zombies are still grouped up around your distraction. We might be able to cut behind the stage in the courtyard. That might be our best bet. We should go while we still have the chance. Right. Lead the way. Behind the DJ stage, you and Sophia creep your way towards the boys' bathroom. Something grabs hold of you by the ankle from under one of the tables. Mr. Shins? Pink manicured nails grip the end of your jeans. Haley! You rush to the ground, help her up, and bring her in for a hug. Mr. Shins, what's going on? I'm scared. You're alive. Are you okay? Yeah, I think I was making out with some guy behind the cafe. Then he went to get a drink and... Mr. Shins, we need to get out of here. And he didn't come back. Oh, and he didn't come back. Haley is visibly shaken. You rub her shoulder gently. Through her running mascara, she cracks a small smile in response. But I'm glad to see you out of the room for once. You had to say it. Yeah, come on. Let's find a way out of here. Oh no! Haley! Haley falls flat on her face. She grasps towards you, trying to wriggle free from the zombie gnashing its teeth deep in her ribs. Mr. Shins, get it off, please. I don't want to die. Sophia grabs you by the arm. Mr. Shins, we have to go. It's too late. No, we gotta help. We have to help. You can't. Hey, Mr. Shins, are you okay? Mr. Shins? It's 2, right? 1 plus 1? Good. The cold hand pats you on the head. 4 minus 1 equals 3. So smart. A cold hand pats you on the head. Uh, 9. Good kid. A cold hand pats you on the head. If 5 plus 5 equals x plus 2, okay, so order of operations is important here, right? So what is the value of x? Oh no, I can't think. So 5 plus 5 is 10. So the value of x should be 8. That's one possible answer. Wonderful. The cold hand pats you on the head. What is going on? Why are we doing math? Oh no. Looks like I'm getting my GRE all over again. Okay, so order of operations. We have everything within the thing, so let's see. Oh, Gene Machine. Math, don't disappoint me. You're going to be disappointed. So 398 times 9, that's 3582, plus 1134. That's 4716 times 0. It's all times 0. If I got my order of operations correct, right? So we do everything in there first. So it's times 0 is 0, right? And then we do the subtraction. So 1 minus 0 is 1. So that's 1 over 42 plus 8, which is 50. Okay, so we've got 50. 2 to the power of 2 is 2 times 2 is 4. So 50 times 4 is 200. So it's 1. So the answer is 1. Oh, Gene Machine says no, no. You can do better than this. Oh, well, help me out here, Gene Machine. Come on. What is your value? Go ahead, clip it. You can clip it in the chat, sir. I got my order of operations wrong, didn't I? Where are we? Oh, you blink slowly. Your head is still spinning and you feel nauseous. Am I just going to accept that we lost Haley that way? Are you okay, Mr. Shins? Here, I'll clip it right now. I'll clip it. I saved you the trouble, Gene Machine. Sophia twirls a ruler in her hand and comes to your side. She gently touches your hand as you try to shake yourself back into reality. We're in one of the lab rooms back in school. In case you were wondering, I was, thank you. It all happened so quickly. We ran a long way. You collapsed the moment we got in. You try breathing slowly and rub your temples. You remember being out in the courtyard with Sophia trying to find Leon. That's right, Sophia got eaten. Or no, Haley got eaten. But you found Haley. You shut your eyes, cover your mouth with your hand, and hold back a gag. She was terrified and there was nothing you could do. You feel even sicker. I'm sorry. Wait, Mr. Shins. You push past Sophia and dash to the nearest bathroom. You make it to the toilet just in time to purge the evening's events. Tears run down your face until it's finally over. You flush it all away and head to the sink. You look atrocious. But at least the nausea's gone. You wash your hands and splash water on your face. Ah! Oh, wow, okay. No, Leon, you! You're frozen in place and cannot bring yourself to move a single muscle. Come on! Sophia grabs your hand and forcibly drags you back to the lab and locks the door behind you both. She peers out the classroom window. Whew, okay, so I pretty much lost all my friends except Sophia. I wonder if there's a way for me to get everybody. Like if I go back in time, like if we go to Leon first, maybe we can, maybe that makes a difference. You shouldn't have run off like that. But it looks like we're okay now. Sorry, but thanks for just now. It's okay, I understand. But listen, as long as we stay together, we'll get through this. I promise. Sophia smiles at you warmly. It fills you with an optimism that you haven't felt since freshman orientation. Well, what now? Well, while you were out, I found this in one of the desks. I think it's a map of the maintenance tunnels. If we can get to the electrical room on the first floor, that should lead down to the generator room shown here. You've heard of amusement parks and hospitals having maintenance tunnels. Makes sense that the school would have them as well. What about this note? Meeting 0278 p.m. So probably room 27 at 8 p.m. I'm not sure. It was folded with the map. You put the map and note in your backpack. I'm feeling a bit better now. We should get moving. Okay. So, we've already been to the school store. The entrance to the maintenance tunnels are here. I'm able to restore power to. Way to the lecture hall, which we've been to. Ecology hall. A hall that doesn't look so familiar anymore. And professor's office. Where is the professor? He said he was going to be there. Maybe we should go try and find him. That might be a good idea. Well, getting there, we've learned, might be difficult. Let's see what happens. Before we do, I'm going to save. I've had a hard time with it. I might go back to this one on my next playthrough. Okay. And return. Did you lose how many should I even ask? I'm not going to ask.
I didn't like any of my endings.
You didn't like any of your endings? Oh no. Oh no.
They were all great though.
Okay.
They were all good endings, but they were bad good endings.
I don't see why we should go to the ecology hall, but we do want to find the professor. Wait. This is his office. He said he was going to be at the ecology hall, not his office.
Did he?
I can't remember.
Well, you better investigate.
Oh,
that
shoot.
then.
Oh,
Sorry.
shoot. Okay, let's go to the ecology hall. I think that's where he said he was going to be. Oh my God. What the fuck? They're everywhere. Fleshy red tentacles scatter the walls and ceiling. Each eye follows you as you pass them by. I think we might need to leave.
Can I borrow you for 2 seconds?
Let's look at this. There's a face near the stack of jack-o'-lanterns that looks like it's like it's imitating the cat face. Wasn't this the cat face pumpkin that we saw just before we died? That's interesting. It's imitating the cat face. Okay, let's check this. The windows here aren't covered by the red tentacle stuff. Maybe we could escape this way? You go over to the window and look down at the courtyard. There's nothing inside that could possibly break your fall. It wouldn't be safe to try and jump out the window. Fungi root systems is written on the whiteboard. It was the topic of today's lesson. I remember that. No other classes in this room today use the whiteboard? It's at this desk. Someone left their jacket here. You search the pockets to see if there's anything useful. The left pocket is littered with gum wrappers, but you find a cell phone in the right. Leia Louie. Leia Louie. They said the meeting is at 8. What was the code to the lab again? Have confidence that your passion will find the truth in the night. That's the code? Check the bottom. Oh, okay. Well, this is weird. Who doesn't put a passcode on their phone? Take the phone? Yes. That is that plant over there. You lock the cell phone and put it in your backpack. A lush planter sits beside the windowsill looking as healthy as ever. Dig through the soil, leave the plant alone, look under the pot. You lift up the pot and see that there's a label on the bottom that says WCHRY-7. Okay? Let's see. Well, what about this pot? The Gerberus are sitting without a care in the world. Gerberus? I don't know. Good for them that it's not Valentine's season. You're pretty sure Professor Fields has a side gig just selling these. Pick up the pot and see that there's a label at the bottom that says GDSY-5. What about this? This plant is aloe vera. Your family used to own one of these to help alleviate your sunburns when you were a kid. And in fact, I have one right outside my front door just for that purpose. You pick up the pot and see that there's a label at the bottom that says aloe-2. What about this one? Bright red flowers sit in the corner of the room. Not specific, this is an ecology class. Are they carnations? What are they? Look under the pot. You pick up the pot and see there's a label on the bottom that says Carn-3. Oh, they are carnations. Hey. A hanging planter fully in bloom. Come to think of it, it's out of season. You look up and see that there's a label on the bottom of the pot that says QNNI-0. Oh, and this one too. A lush planter sits beside the windowsill looking as healthy as ever. Looking under the pot, you peek under the pot and see there's a label on the bottom that says Fern-9. Okay, I don't want to dig through the soil because I have the sneaking suspicion that that's how we get zombies. You search through the drawers of the teacher's desk at the front of the class. The confiscated Halloween mask is still in there. You weren't able to see how it worked earlier in the day, but the mask has the option to either constantly laugh or laugh at the press of a button. Take the mask? Why not? You gently place the mask in your backpack. Last thing I need is a jump scare. Okay, let's take a look in the backpack. Look at all this stuff. Okay, I need to remember, like, will the game remember that code for me? Because I won't remember it. WCHRY-7. Hopefully I remember that. Okay, anything else in here? Let's go back. What's this? Sophia is staring at the human centipede poster. Sophia? You okay? Oh, yes. I was just admiring the art here. Okay. All right. Let's, we can go check the professor's office. We're just going to save. Now I'm totally paranoid since I died already. Save and return. Professor's office got it bad. Look at the computer. He's obviously not here. The desk. Oh, admiring the paintings. That's my specialty. Professor Field's painting of a field. The books. Professor Field has an array of books. Look through a book? Sure. Advances in applied microbiology. Smut fungi. Well, seems like we might get some information here. There's a bookmark section labeled Killers of Humans, Harmful Molds and Fungi. The paragraph you skim says there's 5 known fungi and molds that are most capable of harming humans. Aspergillus fusarium, Lamentaspora, Cedosporum, and Mucomycetes. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names. You wouldn't even want to try pronouncing some of those names. You return the book back to its rightful spot on the shelf. Okay, what else was there? Smut fungi. You snicker at the title. You have a feeling the book isn't what you expect it to be, though. Surely enough, you flip through the beginning pages of the study and learn that smuts are fungi characterized by large numbers of thick-walled spores. They mainly cause plant disease and hijack the plant's reproductive systems until they burst and release the spores to infect other nearby plants. You return the book back to its rightful spot on the shelf. The Mystery of Fungal Networks. When you pick up the book, it's a lot lighter than what you'd expect from a book of its size. Inside, you find that the pages have been hollowed out to contain a small brass key. Yes, let's take that key. Look at the computer. The power of Professor Field's computer is basically useless. Oh, of course. I forgot the power's out. Professor Field said this desk was custom made for him by a friend of his. You sift through each of the professor's drawers and find a variety of papers and stationery. The bottom drawer doesn't seem to be open. Sophia gently touches the little plant sitting on the desk. Looks like an Acaveria of some kind. Brass engraved decorations accent the front panel of the desk. If you crouch down, you can see there's a small keyhole just below the center decoration. Well, let's try it. Use the brass key. You insert the brass key into the keyhole. Swarm Handbook. The compartment springs open. Inside you find a small pocketbook with an embossed insignia. The bottom part of this sign looks like the Hero Swarm logo. Swarm Handbook. Like Hero Swarm? Why would the professor hide something like this? Is he that much of a closeted fan of the show or something? I think we're getting the wrong conclusions immediately, Mr. Shins. You put the handbook in your backpack. You can read it in detail later. Let's check the backpack. Can we actually read it? Oh, wow. Look at this. Next page. What is the Swarm? The organization known as the Swarm is a peacekeeping and protection organization with squadrons all across the universe. The Swarm was founded to eradicate mycorrhizal paludicides, aka mycors, a legion of parasitic planet killers. The Swarm main headquarters, aka the Hive, is a space colony in Redacted Sector. The Hive assigns Swarm members missions. The Swarm is a secret organization in order to maintain balance and prevent conflict with world governments. Swarm members may undergo training in a designated Swarm Academy. Once members graduate, they will be assigned a call sign. Swarm researchers do not require any Swarm designated training and may be recruited if recognized to excel in their field of research. Additional roles within the Swarm may be hired without Swarm Academy training, but are given a lower security access levels than pilots and researchers. These roles may include clerical work. Swarm divisions. Swarm is made up of 3 main divisions: Luna Swarm, Nova Swarm, Terra Swarm. Luna Swarm, the ground team responsible for evacuations, conservation, and protection of life forms. Luna Swarm squadrons are usually assigned to scour and explore the cosmos and search for planets that mycors have come into contact with. Luna Swarm squadrons usually work in tandem with Nova Swarm squadrons in order to optimize saving planets with life forms. Nova Swarm, the strike team responsible for mycor eradication. Squadrons are assigned to planets to take out the seed sources and any mycors that spawn from them. Nova Swarm wardens are meant for high offensive capabilities at the cost of lower utility capabilities. Terra Swarm, the rebuilding team responsible for terraforming, revitalization, and resource production. Terra Swarm squadrons rebuild planets that were destroyed by mycors. Food and supplies for the Swarm are usually created by Terra Swarm members and distributed to other divisions. Terra Swarm wardens are meant for construction and defense against hostile life forms that may not be mycors. About squadrons. Squads are selected from the number of applicants. Hive operatives will supply members of their squad and sector assignments according to aptitude ratings, sector danger levels, and personality profiles. Squadrons are typically made up of frontline pilots, operators, and engineers. Other squadrons can include more than one member per role depending on the rank of members of the conditions of the sector they are assigned to. Squadrons may be composed of 3 to 10 individuals. Each squadron is assigned a space station that serves as the HQ for the squadron, though other people can also live in the squadron station, such as family members or friends that are given clearance. Stations are assigned via the Swarm rating system. This rating compiles individual aptitude ratings, personality profiles, and mission experience to determine each member's Swarm rating. I did not expect any of this. Squadron roles. There are 3 main roles. Frontline pilot, primarily in the field, but operators and engineers can be called into the field if the situation calls for it. Frontline pilots tasks often deal with combat or protection, operate wardens, but are also trained in weaponry and hand-to-hand combat. They must carry out orders and strategies based on data provided from operators. Support operator, in charge of analytics, strategy, information regarding Swarm missions. They provide frontline pilots direction and information while in the field. Operators can also be assigned to reconnaissance and scouting. For that reason, their wardens are generally more suited for stealth and support, may specialize in medical training. Mech engineer, maintain and repair wardens, equipment or weapons needed by squadrons, may be capable of developing or inventing their own warden technology or equipment. Generally built sturdy, brandishing heavy artillery for defensive purposes and breaking fortified structures. We could use one of those guys right now. Wow. mycor basics. The Swarm was founded to eradicate mycorrhizal paludicides, or mycors for short, a legion of parasitic planet killers. They infect the planet in stages, drain the planet of all life, then trigger an explosion from the planet's core in order to spread its spores to other regions of the galaxy. These spores are known as seed sources and serve as the command center and ground zero for mycor infection and infestation. There are 3 known types of mycors that can infect planets: R, A, and N. Redivivus, Albus, and Nero. Mycors will not take damage from normal blades or ammunition. Weapons created for mycor eradication must have hard light properties or will be deemed ineffective. The use of fire is encouraged for a slow yet reliable tactic of eradicating mycors. Light may be effective against organisms that are freshly infected but may not harm those that have undergone an advanced stage of infection. Type R are the most dangerous type for organic beings. They slowly take over organisms to create a hive mind. I think that's what we must be seeing here, yes? Seed resources often fuse with organisms to create a skyscraper-sized golem or beast. They sense no foreign, once type mycors sense no foreign life on a planet, The seed source will burrow to the core of a planet and cause an explosion. It typically exhibits a reddish hue. Precautions must be given to not be bitten by type Rs or ingest any body fluid or substance previously pertaining to a type R mycore. Possible properties of type R mycores: abnormally pale skin, sharp teeth, black sclera, red iris, stretched smile, flesh tissue protrusions, additional eyes, root-like appendages, additional mouths, merging of form with other bodies. And then we have type A, primarily use flora and plant life as their means of infection. Albus seed sources take the form of giant fungi obelisks. These obelisks are stationary and use flora such as vines or roots as a means of self-defense. Type A spread using big white puffy fluffy spores. Contact with spores can cause skin irritation or respiratory difficulties. Heavy protection must be used when combating and encountering type A. Prolonged respiration may lead to the use of vent recovery, incapacitation, or possible petrification. Each obelisk has a core or heart which must be destroyed before planetary cleanup can occur. This will halt or destroy the network depending on how far the infection is spread. A complete type A takeover will claim inorganic matter in its powdery spore blanket. Organic matter will also render petrified living only as another appendage to the fungi amalgamation. This is the most curable of the mycore types if caught in an early stage. And then Nero has a sticky tar-like appearance, also grows central bodies or fungi-like obelisks throughout the host planet to spread the infection more efficiently, has a high density to seep in and cut through bodies of water in the seafloor and further. Any living organism caught in the sticky tar is rendered immobile and may suffocate if completely submerged, which then the organism melts to become part of the fungal network. Type N dissolve and absorb organic matter plus organisms, thus making infection slow and difficult depending on the strain. This typically happens after an organism is absorbed or after an ingestion of type N. Some subspecies of type N are able to recompile organisms after dissolving them, mutating the host DNA until they turn into plasmoid-like semi-solid entities. Early signs of infection include physical changes in appearance, such as dark circles under the eyes, increased production of sweat, body oils, and sluggish behavior. Increased hunger is also common. Wow. Okay. I'm glad we got this information. I feel like I know what's happening now. Okay. What's in the garbage can? You find a couple of peanut chocolate candy wrappers. Must be the professor's favorite. All right. Back to the map. So professor is not here. It's time to go to electrical, I think. So, this has got to be a type R infection, right? You don't normally pay much attention to the electrical room since the door is usually locked and closed, usually. You carefully open the door and listen closely. Doesn't sound like there's any zombies in there. Watch my back. I'll check to see if the coast is clear. Rect. Hey, Rect. Rect says, stopping by to say hello, and I hope you're enjoying the game. Thank you, Rect. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I am enjoying it. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm scared, but I'm getting through it. Sophia gives an understanding nod and readies her knife. But remember, a knife isn't going to work. We need fire. Okay. You peek into the room. Seems like it's safe. You gesture for Sophia to come in with you. Sophia gasps at the sight of the generators. They're covered in the red zombie flesh that has been crawling around the rest of the school. You walk around the tentacles and check the rest of the machinery. Some of it looks bashed in. There's no way for zombies to be smart enough to purposely target the power supplies. Something's up. I don't think we're going to get the generators on. Red vine-like tendrils cover the door. Let's shine the light on them. You take out the strong flashlight and shine the beam on the tendrils. With a soft hiss, they disintegrate away. You push open the door and gaze at the descending staircase. I don't suppose the elevator down works. Elevators don't sound like a good idea right now. Yep, very wise, Sophia. I think you're right. Right. You take a deep breath and lead the way down into the darkness. Large generators fill most of the room, but all of them have been covered by the red flesh roots. They're down here too. Looks like it. At least the door out of here looks safe. You carefully open the door. No sign of any zombies so far. Which way, left or right? Slip a coin. Let's go left. There's a door straight ahead of you and another hall to your right. Let's check the door. Enter the passcode. Oh no! Oh, I should have. Oh, darn it. Can I check my backpack? I don't think I didn't take any notes, so I'd have to go back up and try and remember what those passcodes were again. Okay, no, not gonna work. So we'll go to the hallway. You ignore the door before you go down the right hallway. Peer down the hall towards the supply room. Nothing but whatever entity has attached itself to the doors appears down the corridor. You're almost expecting a zombie to come running down the hall towards you at any moment, but you feel like it's been oddly quiet. Not to say that you'll be lowering your guard at any point. Sophia skips ahead of you and looks down each hall. The left hall is a dead end. It is, except for those doors. Right hall it is. The two of you check the hall to the trash compactor. It's blocked off. You check the way to the storage room. It's also blocked off, leaving you with only one way to go. I feel like we're getting railroaded. Railroaded? Railroading is when you're unfairly forced or led to do something. Like when video games give you a bunch of options, but they all actually result in the same thing. Oh, but there were lots of choices up until now. Yeah, but down here all the other options were blocked off. It's like somehow the zombies wanted us to get down here. I see. With a big sigh, you turn the handle on the door before you. It's locked. You take out the janitor's key ring and try every key until the door opens. It's the professor! Sophia, Mr. Shins, my two brightest pupils. I'm so glad you're here. Professor Fields, welcome to our final class. If anyone has any questions, please ask them now. Do you control the zombies? You think we are mere zombies? We are so much more than mere zombies. Mycors, dear Mr. Shins. The correct term is mycors. And I do not simply control them. I am them, and they are me. Yeah, why bother teaching? Why did you even bother teaching your classes? Why even schedule an exam? I studied day and night for that exam. Well, I had to keep up appearances. But really, Mr. Shins, what you decide to do with your life is your decision to make. I never force anyone to study. I never force anyone to throw everything aside to focus on my exams. Professor Fields laughs. Really, it's an unfortunate yet inevitable part of the human life cycle. You're born, you grow up, you study, you get hired, you work, you die. Maybe you fall in love, maybe you have a family. But in the end, death comes for us all. Thus, why becoming one of the mycors is truly groundbreaking. There is no death, there is no sadness, there is no misunderstanding. We get to be truly happy. And why am I still alive? My, a rather bleak question, don't you think? You could have infected me or killed me as soon as I stepped foot in here. Why me? Why am I still alive? You will have to thank your friend Sophia. Sophia? You're one of them? I'm sorry, Mr. Shins. She's been from the very beginning of the night. Her will is truly amazing. She was able to protect you all this time. In truth, I myself have been wanting to see you here before me. What? Why? I've always seen so much potential in you. You are the student I'm most proud of, truly. You deserve the choice I'm about to propose to you. Think carefully, but I will need an answer immediately. Will you join us? I want to become a mycor spore people? No. I know I'm going to die now too. No. Mr. Shins, please reconsider. I don't want to hurt you. It's really not so bad, Mr. Shins. Won't you join us? No, 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 no. No. Please, join us. I feel like the game is trying to tell me something, but I'm going to refuse again. Sorry. I can't. If you join us, you won't have any worries. No thinking about tests or money or loneliness. Please join us. No, I don't want to. You can be happy with the rest of us. Haley, Leon, you and I, we can all be together forever. I don't want to live forever. How dare you? You were the one who took Haley and Leon away in the first place. There's no way that I'd ever join you. Shine the flashlight. You take out the flashlight and shine the light right in Sophia's eyes. She screams. You rush towards the door as Sophia screams and covers her eyes. Just as you reach toward the doorknob, you feel a sharp jab in your neck. Just kidding. That doesn't work on me. Mr. Shins, I think you need to sleep on it. Oh my God. Yet another nightmare? You turn off the alarm on your phone. Seems like a long night of studying. You fell asleep at your desk. Good morning, roomie. Did we just start the game over? Or is that the end? Your roommate Haley greets you in a disturbingly chipper chipper voice for this time of morning. Then again, it's rare to see her in low spirits. Good morning. Oh, you aren't supposed to be awake. You try to scream, but no sound escapes you. Did you have a nightmare? It's okay, Mr. Shins. I'm with you. Forever and always. Sophia takes a syringe from the nearby table. Good night, Mr. Shins. A wave of drowsiness passes over you. It gets harder and harder to keep your eyes open. Ending S. Sleep tight. Well, 2 of 14 endings. Goodness. Okay, so there's quite a lot. 3 of 10 achievements. Wow. Okay. That was, I think I would call that a bad end. Wow, fantastic. I can't wait to go back and I think if I write down those door codes, I should have written them down when I saw them. I should have grabbed a pen and just wrote it down just in case that we can give it to me. Because that would have got me in that other door, I think. Wow, so many questions. So yes, this was Red Zero, developed by Nova Swarm. G Machine says, do you get a better ending if you do math? I need to brush up on my order of operations. Shoot. 1 divided by 1. It's 1. But that wasn't the answer, obviously.
Tell Gene Machine to play the game.
My wife says to play the game, Gene Machine. It's not even the order of operations?
Tell me how it goes.
Darn it. I'm gonna have to revisit. So yes, this was developed by Nova Swarm. If you click the link in the chat that Nightbot is throwing up, it's also pinned at the top. You can download this game, play it. Please rate it if you play it. It helps the developers with the Spooktober Jam to get visibility and help them with the contest. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a little break, and we'll move on to the next game.